Welcome to Talladega Super Speedway, a charity race done by FEG. This is voting for Colin, who's battling an aggressive form of cancer that has not gone away in the 2 years that he's been in high school. He's only 2 years younger than me, 17 years old, fighting for his life currently. Drivers are right now in their qualifying dates, or not Daytona. Talladega, did not mean to do that. Talladega is a little bit over, actually close to 3 miles. This track is very huge. Super Speedway, so this is going to be anybody's race. It's up in the air for people. Really, anybody can win here, so this is a good toss-up race. Of course, there is a GoFundMe in the description to help support Colin's family. All the donations go to them. Helps cover a lot of costs associated with medical staying, the parents not being able to work. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. Parents have been really trying to help him out a lot recently. All these guys are doing their qualifying, though. I need to hide that. Let me get these logos that'll show up here. I will actually go over. I took some notes. I did talk to Colin's mother earlier. I asked her if I could use this in the stream, and I can. So I just kind of trying to remember the story. So I believe it started off with back pain with him, and he went to go get various X-rays, and one of them showed that there was something on his vertebra, and that collapsed with no injury. Hopefully, I'm not butchering your story if you're watching, Mom. It collapsed with no injury, and they found that had a tumor in the spot, and pretty much that was other various forms of cancer. He's had back surgery, 2 rods and 8 screws, broken hip, and the cancer that he has, it's basically tumors all over his body. He went through chemo for 7 months. There was no evidence of disease after that. He went back to school. There was a lump in his neck, and he decided to not go back into cancer treatment, as in maybe taking chemo, anything else that could have helped fight that cancer, because that type of cancer, it's a cancer that just does not go away in people's body. Currently, I believe he's asleep right now. He said that he does sleep all day. So, Colin, if you do watch this, whenever you are awake, man, we are definitely hoping that you are able to pull through. Drivers have just gotten done with their qualifying, so I will pull up the qualifying results here. First is Autumn Koger. Second, Ron Morris Jr. Third, Michael Peters. Fourth, Mario Richarlona. I hope I'm not butchering your name. Eddie Hawks. Sixth, Dolan Noss. Seventh, Jeremy Osborne. Eighth, Maverick Davis. Ninth, John Mullahan. 10th, Alex Hill. 11th, Denny Eshelman. 12th, Michael O'Donnell. 13th, Rich Matthews. 14th, Quentin Nuttall. 15th, Perry Vance. 16th, Eric Sellers. 17th, Ivan Deschamps. 18th, Travis Burton. 19th, Richie Hegler. 20th, Michael Michan. I'm so bad with last name. 21st, Ron Blackwell. 22nd, Salvador Lonzo. 23rd, Tanner Sims. 24th, Steven DeMark. Gosh, I'm butchering everybody's name. I'm so sorry. 25th, Ambrose Knebel. 26th, Larry McDonald. And that is some more drivers down here. I believe this is pretty much a full lobby. 27th, Kenneth McCullough Jr. 28th, Danny Bezala. 29th, Jonathan Langham. 30th, Michael Thomas. 31st, Joshua Miller. 32nd, Keith Miller. 33rd, William H. Scott Jr. 24th, Dylan Calabero. 25th, Mark Vondell. 16th, Peyton Aldridge. 37th, Jason Kraft. And that is all the drivers for tonight. Drivers will be doing pretty much one pace lap, and just for Colin. So actually, I do have a video from his mother that I will actually be playing while they do that. I'll give these guys a paint refresh, because sometimes their paints don't show when they should. I just want to make sure that they are. Some of these guys have run some childhood cancer paint schemes. Did talk to someone else who is kind of associated with this. Michael Peters said that only 4% of all the cancer research goes back to looking at it for kids, which is something that I didn't think. I thought more of it was going to be put towards that, but evidently it's not. And that's just a sad thing. I mean, the kid, and keep in mind, I'm only 19 years old. I may probably do sound like that. 2 years ago, that would have been me in that position at his age. This kid has not even graduated high school. He might not even have a chance to graduate high school at this point, and he's already fighting for his life. Go back here and look. You do see some of the paint schemes throughout the field every now and then. Very big lobby, I will give them that. A lot of drivers got a little bit of a stack up here. They're back rolling now, so they got that sorted out. What's the full lobby here? 37 drivers. That's the childhood cancer paint scheme right there. The 99 of Jason Kraft on his Ford F-150. Gotta make sure I've got so many discords on my screen that I'm having to go through all of them, and it is not fun. It is definitely not fun having to look at all discords and manage a lot of other stuff at the exact same time. It is a handful for sure. Delete this. Hopefully, oh, I didn't change my shadows. I should have changed my shadows when I had this race. We'll make sure it's pulled up on my tablet though, so I can make sure that everything is going correctly. And if you are Colin's family, hopefully I'm saying his name right because I know it's kind of a K. But let you know that we are out there. We do help you. The iRacing community, especially when somebody needs some help, they all come together and they'll put together a big money event. And really thanks to Jeffrey Ford. He's the owner of FEG. He helped really push and put this together in kind of a short notice. But 60 laps this race is going to be. Not sure how their fuel is here in FEG. It could be different than some other money racing series that I've done before. But who knows? Hopefully not a lot of cars with as many guys in here. They are running trucks, so it's a little bit easier. Pace car pulls off, but they will not be going full speed. This will be one normal speed pace lap for these guys in honor of Colin, and I will play his mother's video as soon as they actually get the green flag here. Drivers all going to stay the same exact speed all the way around. Everybody staying in one line. I will now roll the video that I received from his mother here.
Hi everybody, I'm Callie, this is Kobin.
Hi.
We're here to say thank you for all of your support today and your love throughout this horrible journey Kobin's been on.
Thank you for all your support through the iRacing community. It's been glorious how much you could help us.
Thank you all.
Already made a mistake. I was saying Colin, it's Kobin. Sorry, I'm so sorry about that, Kobin. I don't know how. I guess I put an L in your name somewhere. Please forgive me about that, man. I just had somebody in there. I don't know who this one Facebook viewer is. Sorry about that, Kobin. I was absolutely butchering your name. I was adding an L, I think. I'm very sorry about that. But good to see that you were awake. I'll actually have to watch what you said because where I had these cars going through my ear, I wasn't able to hear, but good to see that you're at least awake for this race. Hopefully it is good. Hopefully there's not a lot of caution, so you can stay awake. You don't want to see these guys go about 2 miles an hour around this track multiple times here. Sorry, two minutes a lap around this track. That's when this race can get kind of long. Hopefully you not have to watch that here, man. So hopefully it will be good for you up just so I can manage everything else that I need to, of course. We want to see who is running the paint scheme. They're running the paint scheme here. I know the 113, the 41's running it. Trying to catch some other quick glimpses of the guys that are running that paint scheme. Looks like it's really only 2 drivers currently. I will actually, let me see. Do I have a graphics setting? Yes, I do. For some reason, it wants to decide to shadow everything on the track, so I just turn that off so I get a better FPS. There we go. But now this is really the real green flag of the race. 1 lap for you, Kobin. Coming to the restart zone, and we are underway here at FEG. Some drivers already making a big checkup in the bottom lane, stacked up. Everybody's luckily able to avoid. Somebody must have spun their tires, missed a gear, something like that must have happened because that's not normal to see at all. The 7 of Alex Hill, familiar name from another broadcast that I used to do. He's going to try to get the outside lane going by himself. He's going to have help, but that 61 has a smashed front end. That's the 113, hops up behind the 7. He's going to try to get a run by the 7 all by himself. He's going to try to take the lead here. The 55 is also coming, so is the 45. Back of the pack, there's a lot of trucks in here. This is the biggest race I've probably done. Everybody's running that bottom to middle lane. If these guys want to have the best opportunity, I would tuck behind somebody that you can. I would not really want to be fighting anybody. The 7's actually going to take the lead. He's going to go down to the bottom, just clear of the 29. cuts his nose right off. 97. 38 hops down behind the 13. The 41 will be coming with a little bit of an arrow shove. The 18, you see these guys getting there. So these guys running side by side are going to start slowly drawing in each other. They got to be very careful about that. As the 7's getting a bump from the 29. He's able to hold on to it, though. It's Autumn laying it to him. Got some guys going down to the apron getting shoved. I'm not sure who that was. Somebody blinks out. That's not good. We almost have a wreck. The Valvoline truck is able to save it. Who was that? That was a save from the 88 of Steven Denmark. I keep on wanting to say Steppen when I see that name. The 29 just wants to bail out Autumn. Decides I don't want to be up here just quite yet so far. The 113 is going to try to take the lead from the 7, and he gets turned. He wasn't clear. The 7, don't believe that's going to bring out a yellow. He makes contact with the inside wall. Single truck spin. They stay green. Now the 98 is going to try to take the lead. He has the 97 behind him coming with a shove. The 55 down on the bottom. Getting a shove from the 7. That 97 needs that blue and gray truck behind him to come with some help, but he's laying it to the 98. And the tall, all that he can get, he's trying to give him a shove. He's got to lay off of him in the corners. See somebody going through the middle. I believe that's the 38 of Hegler. He's going to make it. Oh, he moved that. Oh, it's so close. He's in a weird spot now. What's that middle lane going to do? About to go 4 wide here really soon. The 38. Oh, they're getting bouncy. There they go. Somebody gets turned. The 98, the 38. That's going to bring out a caution. Back up in the track. Looks like it only collects 2 drivers. They're still wrecking after it now. The 90 and the 41 get sent down to the inside, and they make some hard contact. That was a lot of action in the matter of about 10 seconds. We'll go back and see what happened. This is not up here. Where's the car? It was the 38 I see gets turned sideways. Next to the 99 comes down. Nope. 99 comes down in path of 38. This kind of sets off a lot of stuff. The 38 looks like he actually gets away with probably the least damage of them all. Something must have happened to the 90 here. See that? I saw the 90 kind of come flying around on the outside. What happened with him? Oh, he gets a little bit of a tap that sends him down into the 41. The 41 looks like he makes contact. He slams that inside wall. That was definitely a lot of action within the matter of 10 seconds. That was a lot. Some drivers already have an expired engine. Not sure if they have a fast repair. I think that they do, but lap 5 I think will have everybody come down pit road, top up on fuel. Maybe get some tires if you had to lock them down, not getting the wreck. Comment in there, Jeffrey. So you got some guys came down pit road, kind of split number, really. Some guys come down at 41. He's got definitely. Oh, the 90 cuts that close. He thought about it. He was like, oh, I'm going to come now. That front end is absolutely destroyed. A lot of these guys in the back of the pack, they don't really have anything to lose. The 24 has got some heavy damage. Dude, that front end is really beaten. The 90 looks like he's having difficulty getting into his pit stop and kind of just keep seeing his number flash on my screen. .55 stays out. These guys stay out. I don't think this is a bad decision. They can get away from the carnage, but a lot of these guys that came down, yeah, they do have a fast repair. So luckily that was kind of shown for me. That 49 is just that thing is destroyed. That truck is that the 49? There's a different number. So many numbers in this one I'm having to remember. Not even the 30. Who was that right there? Trying to catch this truck number when he comes out. Looks like that's the 113. That's who it was. It's Maverick Davis. Looks like he uses his fast repair early on. And that paint scheme, I'll believe I can actually get a better view of the paint scheme here. That's from the rear and that's from the front. Don't really have a side view. Truthfully, I may have one on a line. I do not actually. Like that, this will do for that, I'd say. You can see it's pretty much just a black and yellow paint scheme, but very well done. Whoever did make that, pretty good job with it. I will give them that. But it looks like Nolan's having to wait up for that pace car because he got way out in front. even telling me that he's crashed when he hasn't. He's just having to wait. He got very far ahead. I'm not sure if he realized that he needed to slow down. But he'll know now because the pace car will not... There it goes. Doing this, I'm actually going to take the time to see what Kobin said, because not even I have been able to watch that video, so give me a minute here to watch what they said here. Actually, okay, I just got to see what he said, because I didn't even check. It was kind of sent like a last second idea that I had. Might as well just throw that in. Let's drop on the pace truck, or not pace truck, pace car. I wish they just put one vehicle out there so I don't have to keep guessing what it is. The lights are off on the pace car. 55 will lead in the green. The 98, 92, 97, 13, 28. He just disappeared. Now he's back. Are going to be the top three rows. 85 has somebody outside of him. Looks like that's going to be the 41. These guys back here are going to have a little bit more fuel. Other guys actually got some guys coming in here and topping off. That's not a bad idea for them to do that. I will say that's pretty smart. If I was them, I probably would have done the exact same thing also. But I have not put any sweetener in this drink. I should call my father up here and tell me to bring me one, but I won't annoy him with what he has to do so far. Guys, thank you for Dakota. Just got a notification on my phone for you sharing that. Thank you for saying that there. I did not. Now, this is put on Facebook also, on Ghost Racing Network. That's just the Facebook page. Doesn't nearly do it successful as YouTube does. I've realized that, but I still do both because I have the ability to, with a plugin, it lets me run that at the same time. So I just thought I might as well do that. So that's always good for that. I was like, yeah, let's just go ahead and stream it on both. I was going to try to get it actually a Roku TV spot, but I was not able to. Forgot to reach out to the guy about switching. A pace car pulls in. We will be back underway here soon. Well, soon as in going through the whole basically front stretch of Talladega. This track, the restart zone takes forever. I mean, it is one of the longest restart zones in their game, I think. Oh, sorry, simulator. I know people are going to get mad about me saying game. And it's a Geico restart zone, and we are back underway here at Talladega. That bottom lane got really stacked up. We got drivers running into each other. Somebody did not get going. We're going to have to look at what happened to the 14. We got somebody turned now. The 7's turned around. That's Alex Hill going to the inside. Oh, there he is. I'm not sure. That whole bottom lane never got going here. What happened? So we'll go to, it was the 14 I saw was slow on the bottom. Have to get the car. Let me get, where is he at? There he is. The 14. Having to find him in all these numbers here. There he is. So, did it start with him? Or did it start earlier than this? Let's see. Was he in the wrong gear? He may have been in the wrong gear for this restart. Yep, he went in the wrong gear. That's what happened. Shifted into the wrong gear right there. Had a feeling how slow he was going. It was probably went from second to fourth, if that possible, maybe first to fourth, with how much his RPMs dropped. That I I'm really kind of confused about that, but I do think that's what happened. Hopefully. Hopefully I'm not wrong. I very well could be, though. This may, I mean, you know. If you're these guys that came back here, I don't think that it would be a bad idea. Like if you're back in the pack, like if you just pitted, going back in and topping off isn't a bad option either. I mean, you're already back there, might as well. The 25, that's a very nice mix from that. Very nice, even though it's the EVGA. Do not use EVGA stuff. I had a power supply that absolutely just flunked on me, so I said, no, that's good. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm good with that. Look at keep track of this. Being a single broadcaster is a lot of fun, I'll tell you all that much. Just keep track of this. Oh, I'm trying to monitor this, not that. I need all my keys to light up. I need to take iRace's control off my keyboard setups, but also share this. Actually, I need to do that. I did not think about this. I'll share that to my own Facebook. Yeah, Dakota. Tires have came into play, but this early, I mean, it's 2 cautions so far. I don't think they're going to do anything right now. But these guys did come down pit road, topped off. Looks like, yeah, 5 seconds, 12, 14. Some guys just getting some optional damage fixed. So I wouldn't be surprised about that. But that's the second time that bottom lane has really struggled to get going, surprisingly. Hopefully Kobin is still awake during this. That may fall asleep during this race. Oh, can I change this in here? I might want to paste this in here. No, not this. I need to repaste all these other links somewhere, but I don't have time for it. Crap. All that sorted out here. I need to share this to my own Facebook, but I don't have time either. I'll have to go the old-fashioned way and go from my phone, even though I can't do that. No, I just hit not interested. I am messing up everywhere, I swear. There we go. This is what I needed. Yes, this is what I need. I'm stumbling over my own self at this time. Guys coming back in the top off. Ron Morris Jr. also familiar name. Kenneth is a familiar one. Alex is a familiar one, like I said earlier. Everybody else, I don't know. First time over here. Jeffrey reached out to me, asked if I wanted to do this on Wednesday, and I told him yes because I did have an opening for this. So we got to 98, who's having a little bit of trouble. There's a connection, it seems. He keeps on appearing and disappearing. Every now and then, it's not very often, though, but I have noticed that I don't really know where he is a lot of the time. I dropped my phone earlier, and I need to get a new case. I cracked it. It's always a good job, me. Amazon.com is where I'm about to get my next one from. I was talking to. I'm going to go. Who did I talk to earlier? I might go on board with him if he is in this race. Michael Peters. Let's see if he is in this race. cannot see his name yet. There he is. Yeah, we'll actually go on board with him on this restart since he was the when he kind of reached out to Jeffrey and he kind of got the ball rolling on this. For Talladega, it is a track that is so long under caution, and it is so long under caution. But saving fuel, save like a whole lap of fuel just doing this, and it is a very good track for this though. Pace car is off. However, we are on board with the 28 of Michael Peters for the restart here, and the 98's gone and he's back. Houdini pulls a trick and he's gone. Comes back into the frame. We are back underway here at Talladega, though. Drivers at that bottom lane did get going this time. Some guys we're going to tuck out. They're going to say, this is too early in the race. So you see these guys that are like, nah, I don't want to be up here quite just yet. That's the 26 and the 18. Yeah, those guys see the action. And we got a caution up here. We got a huge wreck now. A lot of guys, even the guys in the back have gotten into it. Was back here in the back of the pack. What happened up here? It looks like it starts with, I'm trying to go through all this yellow flag. So I'll go back to when the yellow flag was thrown. So it looks like the 28. That was Michael Peters. He just on board. Oh, gets hit by the 85 behind. Then this sets off everything behind him. We have drivers just going on the apron, wrecking everywhere it seems. You guys make hard contact with the wall. That is a lot of people. See Ron Moore shooting the 27 slides. 88 goes inside of a guy. Doesn't get any. He does get damage from that, but that was a huge wreck. That collected multiple drivers in it. I did not expect that at all. That'll be forced to make some drivers use their fast repair if they haven't used it already. I know some guys have been able to get away from using it. That's pretty much the optional thing, or the optimal thing, sorry, that you can do is if you don't have to use your fast repair, do not use it. Do not use that fast repair as much as you can resist doing it. So we're waiting for the rest of the field to catch up because that was a big wreck and a lot of guys were involved in that. So pretty much everybody behind them had to check up at that point. Oh, I forgot to edit. Oh no, I forgot to edit that. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I did not do that. Well, I'm gonna have to make some other moves with this. Hopefully this man does something. This is a lot of guys, you know. Some people stayed out, some people didn't. The top four actually haven't even came down pit road yet. The way this race is going right now, the fuel, I guarantee they can actually probably go to about like 45 if they even have to think about pitting. If it goes like this, hopefully it doesn't though for them. These guys are currently under caution, however. I'm going to take this time for some commercials here. car back. Lights are off on the pace car here. They will be going back racing with 16 laps done in the race when they do get the green flag back. The 97, 98, 92, 55 will be the top 2 rows of drivers currently. Guys did have to take their fast repair in this race already. Some of them are already out of the race because of too much damage to their vehicle. Pace car is off the racing surface now. It's going to be the 97 leading them to green. Just have to see if this bottom lane can get going. They got stacked up a lot very early on. They weren't able to get going. Just drivers just kind of staying in the wrong gear. We'll have to see if they've resolved this issue here now. Coming to the Geico restart zone here any second. There it is. And we are back green here at Talladega. Like that bottom lane doesn't get going again. Somebody's not getting going. I believe that was the 88 this time. Just was not able to get going. That was Steven Denmark. Or not Steven Denmark. That was another guy here. There's 2 88s in this race. Who's the imposter 88? It's that Valvoline one. Just did not get going. Steven, I'm sorry if I said it was you earlier. I was just looking at the numbers more than anything there. Oh, that 98 got a shot from the 7 of Alex Hill. Almost turned him down. He's still getting about. I think he might have been trying to get in line now, looking at the way that his truck moved there. Possibly just trying to get in line. He doesn't want to be running in that top lane with these guys all single file on the bottom. This is an opportunity for them to save fuel. As he goes, 55 pops up in the top. Goes across the 7's nose. The 7 is going to be courteous and let him back in line, not make him have to do anything drastic there. Throughout the field, you see pretty much, oh, we got drivers. They're ducking out, it looks, but it looks like they're almost wrecking half the time. Get a little bit confused there. Picking on some drivers that were not in the race, so excuse me for that part. That top lane's now gotten lined up. The 55's getting a shove from the 7. The 97's having to rely on that 98 behind him. There's 2 98s, actually. Who's the real 98 then? Numbers are very confusing. I'll tell you that much. Numbers are very confusing when some guys are running stamps, some guys are running numbers that iRacing gave them. So I'm not sure who was who in this race, besides some of the people in it. I do know that leader is the 55 of Dawson Upper. He's getting that 7 of Alex Hill's absolutely laying it to him. 98 having some connection issues with it. You keep noticing him blinking. You might want to get those fixed if possible for him, because that will cause a little bit of a disaster later in the race. Ask me how I know. Yeah. I've saw it happen before. It's happened multiple times. Guys back here need to get sorted out. Just decide to get up with the rest of the group. Some guys that did get in the wreck are still in here. Fast repairs were an optional thing these guys could use when you go down, or you can fix all the optional damage that you have. Me personally, I would fix all the optional that I can. Save that fast repair for later in the race. It's at 55. Still trusting that 7. If I was at 55, I'd honestly want to stay in that middle lane more than anything. I would not want to leave it, but it's a 7 crosses him over, actually sets him up perfectly. Now they all go to the bottom. So maybe some teamwork. Ooh, he cut him very close. So I don't know if he meant to let him in there. That 98 is going to have a pretty big run from those guys having to check up. That 7 is all over that 55's bumper there. He's giving him all he can get, arrow-wise, really. Oh, no! There goes the 55 around off the bumper of the 7. He is up in the air. These are some hard hits from these guys in the back of the pack. That 22, oh, that 22 just squeaked by. Was in the middle of taking a drink right there, and I saw that truck get turned. I was like, oh, no. Drivers' engines are gone. It's going to be a lot of guys probably out of this race. Their fast pair's probably already been used now. It could have been, if that's saying if they only have one. I'm not sure if they do. They could have multiple here, but we will actually go and look at this 55 because he got launched in the air from the 7. He just gets, looks like he just kind of comes up in front of the 7, and he's flipping. Everybody tries to go around him. That's, I think that was a 98 who made hard contact with the inside wall. So does the 04 of Ambrose. Those were some hard hits from these drivers out there, though. The 98, he will get the lead now. He has some quarter panel or bumper damage. They might want to get that fixed, messing with the spoiler just a little bit. That'll create too much drag that you don't want. You want some drag, but not a lot. That could give him a little bit too much. I have to see who comes down here. Now, these guys, of course, they were forced to come back. Trucks' engines just expired on them. Looks like the 7 did have a fast repair. Looks like a lot of these guys, they have a fast repair left. I'm guessing this was unlimited fast repairs. No, I'm completely wrong. Never mind. Do not take what I said. I lied. Completely wrong on that. Completely wrong on that end for sure. Like, so these guys, okay, yeah, these guys were supposed to come down pit road. Of course, these guys that you already saw on it, they had to come down. They were not going to make it another lap. That engine would have not made it. They would have, yeah, blown up and had to coast the whole entire way around the track, and that would have not been fun. He's in that 24. He's kind of second guessing where he was supposed to go for his pit stall. We may have a pit flag that looks pretty much the same exact as everybody else's out there. Let's get that notification. I think that was the leader that I posted. No, did I not post it in here? I did not. Okay, good. Never mind. I thought I posted in something else when I didn't. We got somebody in there saying, go Peyton Aldridge. I'm guessing you are, if you're still watching, you are his girlfriend. Going off an assumption, if I had to guess. Watching your boyfriend race, play a video game. Which it called a simulator, but I mean, the honest truth is it is a video game. It's looked at a little bit more highly than a video game most of the time for these guys, so not bad for them at all. It looks like this Ethernet cable has finally done something. I cannot tell you all how many hooks wait, what do I have? What did I buy? I can't remember what the name one was. I have so many hooks that go in the wall that you can pull off that are literally, I bought 3 packs of like 8 yesterday just for it, and have 75 feet of Ethernet cable running up against the wall. So, yeah, doing Wi-Fi and streaming is not very. It's not a good idea. I had to do that for like 2 days, and it worked. So that being said, we do have fiber optic internet, so that's why it worked. Do not try that. Please do not try that. Looking at other pictures of Kobin here. that 27? I believe that's 27 minutes ago, I think. Kobin, if you are still watching this, man, I hope you do pull through this. Well, I'm not even gonna say I know because I don't know. That is not easy at all. You know, you're young. You're only 2 years younger than me. I'm a college sophomore, young college sophomore. I'm only 19. It's unthinkable to think that you're 17 and you're having to go through all this. That is ridiculous. I mean, it truly is ridiculous for you to have to deal with this at a young age. Daniel, I just saw what you said. Those do look pretty nice. I will give the designer of that. Whoever made them, if it was you, very good job. Whoever did make them, if it wasn't you, you did great on them. Very somewhat simple, but somewhat not. I do like the mix of that they've done with this for sure. Which I cannot do Photoshop, so you asked me to do Photoshop. I'm not doing it. Nope. I will bow out. I'm done. You count me out of that, bud. I'm terrible with it. We just got some more donations. Or they just got some more donations. Hopefully they have come from the stream. I'm trying to get that out there. Lights are off on the pace car, however, they'll be going back green here when they get to the start-finish line. 88 leading. Okay, who's the real 88? Okay, Sims is the Valvoline one. Okay, I gotta keep that in mind. So 2 88s, but it's Sims and Denmark be leading the top 2 rows here, or leading the top row here. And we are back racing here at Talladega. We got that bottom lane did not get going again. They're stacking up. They're wrecking again now. What is going on with this bottom lane? Eshelman's able to save it. That is about the 4th time this race that bottom lane has not got going at all. There has to be something else that's happening that I'm not seeing because that is unheard of here. That's multiple stack ups now. Okay, I'm confused now. What is going on? Okay, it was you, Daniel, but that was a very good job for paint scheme, though. It's when I said simple, I was kind of like air quotes simple because it's just the way you designed it. I mean, you can tell that it just looks good. I don't know how to really say it. I don't know how to describe the paints, but I mean, it's what I meant. I guess what I mean is really the colors. Kind of normal paint scheme, normal color scheme, but you were able to wrap the black and the yellow with the logos, like where it says childhood cancer and stuff like that, very well together. I would give you props for that. 88 of Denmark. These guys are going down to the apron. They don't want anything to do with this. It's going to be saving fuel. 64 is now getting a shove from the 98, trying to get him to the front. Comes down to the bottom lane. Oh, he's thinking about merging. He's looking middle lanes of both. He's going to come down to the bottom now, finally. He finally makes that choice to do that. See the lap truck. It's very damaged on that top line. Just go right on by. 64 and that 88. Trying to get that bottom lane going. The 98 and the 45 are trying to get the top going. The 80 and the 97 and 76 will be coming with help, however. See a lot of bobbing and weaving. That is one thing I am noticing with these guys. If they're able to hold their wheel just a little bit steadier, that'll help them not scrub off some speed. Just any minor corrections in that wheel and speed is lost as the 98 will go to the lead. You got a good shove from the 64 or from the 45. Get him out front here. Closing in on halfway in this race. Drivers, looks like now they've calmed down. Actually, now they're going to wreck that I said that. They have not I'm trying to word this right. Not been as antsy, I guess that's how I describe that. Not as antsy as they were early in the race. I'm surprised that 80, you see that that left front is crumpled up, but he's able to stay up there with these guys. That being said, he is a pusher. Now, if he's a leader, probably not going to work well for him because that will be dragging him back to those guys very, very quickly. Does have some bumper damage. It's not the fender. Not clear. Down into the 98. Overcorrects up into the pack. That takes out 4 or 5 drivers now. Hard crash for these guys. They're wrecking behind them too, trying to slow up for it. And just as I said, they're not getting as antsy. A wreck happens. Broadcaster's curse. Why did I ever say anything about this? Thought he was clear, and he was not clear. 88 down into 98. They both overcorrect hard into the wall. Flipping that collects multiple drivers into it. A little bit of an incident that happened in the back from drivers trying to slow down, and some drivers just went to a complete stop pretty much. And I do not blame them at all for doing that. That's an expire a lot of these guys' engines, however. That was some vicious contact from some of those drivers. I knew as soon as I said something about these guys not getting as antsy there, that was going to happen. I should have never said anything. Oh, I cannot believe I cursed them on that. Why did I ever say anything about them not wrecking? Every single time, if you are a broadcaster, do not say they've gotten calm. Because they are going to go crazy. Yep, these guys will come down pit road, though. I think most people did not mean to do that. Most people will probably pit fuel, tires. I know some guys locked them down and not get in the wreck, so that'll be something that they want to do. Sounds like a fighter jet going by. That's an odd noise for Iris to give me. Some guys have stayed out, however. Not really surprising to me. My bottle's going everywhere. I need to get the bottle that actually won't be knocked over so easily. But it is what it is, man. 85, looks like he will be the leader. The 97 and the 92 are currently 1 lap down, as it seems. We'll see. Actually, is Perry in the Discord? I started getting some drivers in here. Perry, he is... No, he is not. Crap. I would do driver interviews, but there's not people in the race. Or not, I'm not in the race, I mean not in Discord. So, sadly, I won't be able to do that. So it might be just some really awkward silence for y'all. You can sit there and think about what you've done throughout the day. I'll try to fill the air with something. But I hope Kobin is awake. I cannot believe I think I said Colin earlier. I don't know how I put in the title, it's Kobin, but I was saying Colin. How was I messing that up? I'm very sorry. If the mom is watching, if I was saying Colin earlier, I apologize. I really do. I don't know how I did that. It just slipped my mind. I've been everywhere the whole day, trying to rip apart my car, and it's yeah. Tell you what, people are like, oh, you love working in your car, and I'm like, nope, because I'm over there breaking bolts and everything off of it. I just don't even care at that point. But back to Kobin, if you all go in the description, the GoFundMe is there. Any amount will definitely help out that family with what they've been having to deal with for the past couple of years. Never want to see somebody that young having to deal with this in their life. Yep, they will be going green next time by lights are off on the pace car currently. It will be a little bit past halfway. They will have 28 laps left. I wanted to say the wrong number there. And I about did, so luckily I did not, though. I caught myself in time for it. That is a ridiculous price for whatever that man is asking. And great, I'm going to have to do this alone. Oh, this is not going to be fun. Yes! Shoving something down. Yeah. I'm not, for some reason, I don't know what it is with me and names. Especially, oh my gosh, I'm horrible on last names. I'm absolutely horrible on them. My last name is Kobler. It's C-O-B-L-E-R. People always say cobbler. They add an extra B somewhere. I don't know where they get the extra B from. I really don't. But people do that to me. So I guess it's my like mindset of like I'm gonna get back at people for doing that my whole life, even though I don't do that. I don't know how I butchered his name. I really don't. I don't believe I have ever met anyone named Kobin though, ever in my whole entire life. So that is definitely a unique name. Luckily, I haven't even tried to say your last name because I know that would not go well for me. I need to use Google to tell me. But pace car is off here. The 85, the 90, the 45, and the looks like the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. will lead him to green here. And we are back underway here at Talladega. That bottom lane finally looks like they got going this time. They've been struggling the whole entire night to get going, however. Some guys sitting in their pit stalls there. But back up front, Ron was trying to lead that middle lane. He has a 7 of Alex Hill behind him. The 90 is going to hop up in front of Ron Morris Jr., try to get the draft from him. 7 gets the 76, a little bit of a bump, gets him a little bit squirrely there, able to hold on to it, though. Good car control from the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. 7 looks like he's trying to get under the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. He will. Going to leave Ron all alone. The 45 is going to be coming to Ron's rescue. Ron does have a gap if he bails out a little bit, but he's got to do it now. The gap's going to close it. He gets back down in that bottom lane just in time to be able to be allowed in there. God, okay, good that his last name is Johnson, because at least that is a little easier. Yes, thank you. That is easier for me. Trying to watch both these chats here throughout all of this at the same time as commentate. Not definitely multitasking. It goes well sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. I'll tell you what, it is not easy at all though. Looks like we had Salvador. He's crashed, but that not been a caution. So looks like it's probably a single car incident. In the 6 and the 92, these guys got to get on their horse and get up there to these guys. They're going to lose a lot of spots to the lap vehicles. The 13 is going to come down into the track. And Ron Morris Jr., Ron hits him head on. I know Ron's got to be pretty heated about that. Confuses what happened there. But Ron's engine is probably... Oh, yeah, this thing's not running well, if I had to guess. Oh, yeah, that is about to expire on him. He is not going to be happy at all. He might pull over and tow. Looks like he will. The 13, I'm not sure what that was about. That was odd. That was a mistake from that 13 there. He is a rookie, so I will give that to him. That will be something that he will learn when he goes throughout iRacing. Just stay high. Get wherever the leaders want you, just stay high, especially on these tracks. It can cause a lot of wrecks. A lot of wrecks. 45's trying to do something all by himself on the outside. 45, I don't think this is going to work, really. I mean, you can try, but I just don't see it. Not 24 is going to be hurting these guys. The 03 of Kenneth McCullough, and you see Autumn Koger right there. Trying to get back up to the front. Got mired back in the pack just a little bit. These guys will definitely be coming for vengeance, however. Autumn got it. Yep, that 24 slowing that bottom lane down. And I kind of saw this coming when I saw how badly damaged that 24. I was like, yeah, you probably should not be leading the bottom. 03's giving him a look on the outside. That has in the 29. The 29 will bring the 03 with him, or with her, sorry. Now Autumn's going to lead this bottom lane. They're going to catch this group fast. They're running them down. It may take them a little bit, but they are definitely running some fast laps for sure, especially when these guys decide to start using the bumper to each other, giving them a really, really good shove. But while these guys are doing a single file, we will go on board with the top. Let's do the top. Let's do these guys in this group. So we'll go on board with these guys for one lap each. Going to be running up on a lap truck. I'll wait till they get back to the start-finish line to go on board with them. I just want to know that I can actually time these guys up when they get there. I'm not having to kind of guess where they were. 7 was running the paint scheme. That's double stamped, so that's really confusing to me. I believe he might have uploaded the wrong file. Actually, I will see if it might be me, because it very well could be me that is having the paint issues and not these guys. So you'll see them go white for a little bit, and then their paints will reload on the track. However, I will get this set up to go cockpit view with the 7 of Alex Hill here. Has some drivers making some moves there. I will say, Ambrose, I love your driver thing, but the 97, the 98 coming with the head of steam now. Okay, that 98 has some severe damage. I do not know when he got that, but that front end is smashed in. It's somehow working for him. 20 laps to go. 37 of Miller has the 04 of Ambrose Knebel behind him, giving him a good shove. At 97 and 98, these two are hooked up, working very, very well together currently. '97 is going to go to lead for quick second. The bottom lane, they're going to go pit stalls now, so it looks like fuel is going to be a play. The 90's locking him up. So is Ambrose. These guys trying to slow down in time. Looks like they will get slowed down. Some guys are definitely going to be cutting it close, however, with how deep they're getting in there. It's going to be close, so at least... So Autumn, or this group back here, I don't think they'll have to come down pit road. Again, they pitted on lap 40. That would be 20 laps on fuel, so I'm guessing that's how their fuel will work out for them. However, it could be up in the air. That could change. So caution could come out. Not time when cautions will happen. So that is always a factor that people don't account for sometimes. They kind of have to guess when they're going to come out. Some guys have a better feeling of knowing that. As what just... Aha, wait, no. That's not what I needed. But yep, these... Okay, I had a feeling that 98 got so close to swiping that 97. Had a feeling these two would come down pit road. You're going to have some other guys come down pit road also. So this could cycle out to be in Autumn, Alex, and Kenneth McCulloch's favor here very shortly. So this group, I'm eyeing this group right here because their fuel is very, very interesting. I think that they're good on fuel for the rest of the race. Or if it finishes like it should, they should be fine. However, they could be just a little bit short, if anything. So I'm not sure the fuel percentage of what they can run here. It can be completely different than what it is supposed to be. Those two guys up there, they did pit. You can see on the left side, they come down pit road. So this will leave the 29 or 26 is going to be absolutely blown by here any second with how slow he's running. Wait, that's not what I needed to paste. What did I just... Oh, I didn't know. No. Do not send that. It's not... That's what I need here. So, I think that Autumn and these guys here are going to be good on fuel. I don't think they'll have to be lifting at all. Ambrose... So these guys also lap 41 back here. They should be good on fuel also. So they should be fine till the end of the race also. I just said also about 30 times in that one sentence there. Now, if caution does come out, changes everything. This will put some guys on the lead lap. The guys that would be short on fuel will be good on fuel if that will happen to them. Where did I just get my notification? I think my Discord muted it. How did I just get a notification there? That's awkward. Guys running in groups, I don't know, because they're so spaced out that I think that this, well, not even gonna say it. I said something earlier, and we saw it happen. So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. No words will be said. What happens, happens. I'm not gonna think what happens. I'm not gonna be able to predict the future. Hopefully, if I can, then I can make a lot of money off of that. But that's not gonna be possible for me. These guys, actually, yeah, they're booking it. I think that these guys realize that fuel's fine because they just ran about 52s, low 52s. These guys behind them actually run about 53, so they're putting the pedal down. They do not care about their fuel. They pretty much just committed at this point. Where does this look like right now for me? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is no at this late in the race where these guys are spaced out. There's the only thing that's going to bring them together is a caught. Now there's no way. They have to get a second each lap, and doing it at this track is literally impossible. You cannot. You just can't pick up that amount of time needed to get up to this main group at all, and it's just impossible. It's truthfully impossible. These guys will be top 3 now. They could start battling it out. What is that on my desk? They could start battling it out for the win here. I don't think they'll start making moves until lap 6 to go, about 5 to go is when you'll start seeing them kind of give little peeks here and there on each other. But again, if you all are watching, down in the description of the video, and I will actually take time to post it in the YouTube chat also. Let me get this out there. You go to that GoFundMe link. All those, I can't even talk anymore. All those funds go to Kobin's family. Help with the had to pay costs that will be seen, or costs that are going to happen in the foreseeable future with him. So they'll have the extra money to spare and just throw in something, anything. I know that they'll appreciate it for sure. Okay, that was what I thought it was. Okay, I was right on that. The update that I did see earlier was 27 seconds ago. I was correct. Okay. 26 is going to be a lap truck. They're going to run up on him. He's going to stay in that middle lane, far away from these guys, so he doesn't have to be any worry to them. This group, they've finally lined up, but they're still losing time. It's not as fast, but they're still losing time for that main group up here. So I think that their chance of pretty much winning is over. Sadly for them, you don't want to lose a race, even if like anything. You just do not want to lose. It's a bad feeling, but there's just some things that you cannot do anything about. However, for them. I'm an oval junkie in iRacing. I'm absolutely horrendous at road courses and dirt tracks. I need to branch out and actually do something else. Yes, I need to do something else than ovals because I am not good at road courses. I need to get more skill in That means I've gotten pretty decent at ovals. Have a friend though that does iRacing. That man is an absolute menace to society. His name's Paul Bergoli. He could hop in a car that has just gotten blown up with the engine and still beat you with a turbo car. He would beat a turbo car. That's how fast he is. I don't know how that man does it. Been with him ever since he started iRacing, so always somebody that I go with. I will be spotting him. I think 2 of his remaining league races that he has left for himself. They follow a season similar to the NASCAR schedule. I'm spotting from like the last 2 or 3 races of the season. Yeah, this group up here is just continuing to pull away. I don't think they're not even worrying about fuel at this point. So they feel like they have enough to the end. I feel like they have enough to the end. So that being said, that is just a feeling. My feelings could be wrong about that, and they could run out and take out the whole field behind them. Hopefully that doesn't happen though, because I do not want to see that. And that would definitely be embarrassing for them also. I have luckily, knock on wood, not done that yet. The key word in that sentence is yet. Looks like most of the action we'll probably see towards the end of the race will definitely be here. Now, this is where a wreck could happen. Guys trying to get too much, way too much, when they should just be settling for what they have. What is this? That is not good, whatever that was. We got some battles in the PC war also. I don't want my mic that close to my face. My mic wanted to come say hi to me, and I don't want to talk to it right now. Well, I have to, but it tried to get in my mouth. On the outside of that 24. That is not for position. No. Is that for position? No, it's not. Okay, yeah, 24 is a lap down. Is it? I want to make sure. I don't want to be saying. Okay, no, that is. What? I'm so confused with these car numbers. This is the only bad thing about though this type of racing is there's so many repeat car numbers that I don't know who's who. Like league races, it's easy because you remember. Okay, this driver's this number. This driver's this number. Etc. This, whatever. We throw it out the window, I guess. You'll know who's who, but in this one you're kind of like, I have no clue which driver is which. As lap trucks stay high and out of the way, that's 92, 92, 28, and the 48, I believe that was, that let these guys go by on the inside of them. Be some courtesy here and there from these drivers, hopefully. Realizing, yeah, I don't have a chance to win this race, so I'm just going to leave y'all by. So, yeah, 5 laps to go, which will be coming to 4 when they get to start finish again. They have a 16-second lead on the closest pack to them, so it's really going to be these top 3 and whatever they decide to do. They hit it on lap 40. Looks like it was a smart play from them. These guys actually stuck together pretty well, and they just kept drafting each other. They really hooked up. They didn't fight. They stayed in line. They knew that if they stayed in line, these guys fighting will eventually just kind of slow each other down with the side draft that they'll be pulling on each other. This is where we're going to start seeing some moves. As it says, John Mullihan has crashed here. Where does he at? We actually, oh yeah, he went into the pits. I want to see what happened here very quickly with him, though. Crashed probably isn't the crash that you think that it is. Yeah, he's just slowing down. So I don't know how that's a wreck on the track. I don't know why SDK will tell me stuff, but somebody's blowing up on the bottom of it. That's the 18. His engine's now giving out. The driver's engines just are not having it here, that's for sure. Sad for them, though. That would pretty much end his chance of winning. Oh my gosh. That's not good. Guys, just some more news from the NFL. I will not say it on camera. You all can go look that up. Just look up ESPN or just look up NFL news. I believe that's not appropriate to discuss in iRacing, so that would be something that the public will have to do if they want to. Try not to get kicked off air or banned from my YouTube channel, because that would lurk. I worked hard for this. It wasn't that easy. This has been up for months. It's taking me some time. That being said, you all are what makes this channel what it is. You all are the ones that subscribe. Is that 04 is moving around. He's getting a hard shove through the corners. He realizes I don't want to do this. But this can be a wreck right here. This is the only spot on the track I can see that a caution would be brought out. These guys are all over each other on their rear end. These guys actually seem right there weaving and bobbing out of the lane. This is where I know that some guys don't want to see this happen, but white flag is in the air. The 7 leads the 03 and the 29. It's Hill, Kenneth McAuliffe, and Autumn Koger. The top 3. Now, will that 92 play a factor here? That is a lap truck. He is not for the win. He could decide to shove Autumn to the win here. Who knows? Coming down the back stretch, we'll see if these guys just run single file the 03. If he is going to make his move, he's going to make it coming out of 4, maybe through the tribal. Yep, there goes the move out of 3 and 4. The 03 is going to go to the lead. Now what's the 7 going to do? The 03 disappears. Now he's back here. Autumn, she has a chance to win. What's she going to do? She's going to try to stick to the outside, but she's got absolutely no help. You're going to try to cross over Kenneth McCullough Jr. down to the line. It's going to be the 03 of Kenneth McCullough Jr. as he is blinking in and out. Autumn Koger second. Alex Hill third. This is going to be a race to the line for a fourth. Now these guys are going to go 3 wide with each other. 26 on the top line. The 51 on the bottom. Who's going to get it coming to the line? It's going to be, looks like the 26, or sorry, not 26, 64 actually gets it. That was close for 4th position there. I thought the 26 just edged him out. 26 might have been a lap truck, however. These guys are just wrecking each other after the race. Might as well. There's the finish is 3 wide coming down to the line. These guys are beating and banging off each other for these random positions on the track. Might as well. But it's going to be Kenneth McCullough Jr. who takes home the win here tonight. I believe actually Kenneth is in the room. Yes, he is. So we could actually break. Oh, wow. All 3 of them are in a room. So I will actually try to get some post-race interviews with them. However, these guys are all teammates, so they just pull over and stop. Probably look at their lineup for a photo here. Oh, somebody just died. That was, I think that was a 7 of Alex Hill who just got rammed in the rear end. See, Kenneth in his burnout. He's on disappearing and reappearing, so that's what's happening with him. Did he change his photo mid-race? I think he did. Because that was not there earlier. Good job if you're able to. I don't know how he did that, though, without me noticing. Like Kenneth, he does his burnout just pulls it directly off the track. I will. Let's see if I can get these top 3 in here, because they do know me. Hopefully, they will want to talk to me. They are here. Okay, let me see if I can drag them up here. Oh, okay, yes, they are in here. So we'll get Alex Hill. Hey, Alex, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yep, got you.
Man, so you come home third. You're leading coming off of really going into turn 3 and 4. And what was going through your head that last lap, knowing you had teammates behind you, but they were going to try to get the win there?
Yeah, I was just dragging brakes the whole way because I knew what they were gonna do. I mean, it's a 1-2-3 for us. I mean, you can't complain about a 1-2-3.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when your teammates, that definitely looks good on paper, of course. But everybody wants to win, but sometimes you'll settle for those positions every now and then. So that was definitely not a bad race for you. I know once I saw you guys out there, you're a familiar name to me, and you just kept pulling out in the lead. You're over a 17-second lead on that second group, and I knew unless a caution came out, nobody was going to catch you at all. I mean, you just hooked up, and you guys just went from that point on. But before I let you go, is anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching tonight's stream?
Oh yeah, thank you to Kenny and Autumn for pushing me those last 20 laps, and thanks for Jeff for putting this race on. Probably going to be donating all the money that I got tonight and putting it towards that GoFundMe. So, yep.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Go third place finish tonight, man.
Thank you.
As we will bring in the second place rider, Autumn Koger. Oh, I went to the wrong room. So, I can't believe I just did that. Hey, Autumn, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man. Also, that never happened. Okay, that never happened.
Never happened. I got a copy, man.
Never happened. I moved myself to that room, but you come home second. What was going through your head going into 3, knowing that you had a chance at winning the race, especially through the travel when you made that move and just fell a little bit short?
Honestly, man, we are all 3 teammates. It was just having fun and working together right there. I mean, we brought our top 3 home, 1, 2, 3 for the team. So, and we did it for a good cause, and we had fun with it.
Yeah, I was looking at y'all. You're familiar names to me from some other things that I've done before, and I knew once y'all got together, I was like, yeah, these guys are gone, and you were 17 seconds ahead of that group, and the only way you were going to be caught is if a caution came out. I mean, that was truthfully what it was down to at that point in the race. But you made your move coming out of 3. You got one spot and just fell just slightly short at the line. Of course, you can't be mad about that. It's second place, and it does look good on paper with you all 3 being teammates. It will definitely look good for whatever you guys decide to do with maybe post on media or something like that. But before I let you go, is anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Mike Harmon, and just the charity we're doing it for, man.
All right.
Our thoughts and prayers are with the family.
All right. Well, I will let you go. Good second place finish tonight, though, Autumn.
All right, man. Thank you.
As I cannot believe I went to the wrong room. I dragged myself into the interview waiting room, so that was embarrassing. But we'll bring the first place driver, Kenneth McCullough Jr. Hey, Kenneth, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. Got you.
Man, so you come home with the win tonight. Describe to me what was going through your head going into turn 3, because I knew you would make your move coming out of 4, but what was your whole mindset pretty much that last lap?
All 3 of us were teammates there, so I kind of had a feeling Autumn would go with me there because we worked really well together. Man, pretty good race there. Started out kind of bumpy, but it got a lot better there at the end.
Yeah, it definitely did. And you all were so far ahead. You were 17 and a half seconds actually ahead of that group behind you. So I knew that unless a caution came out, you were not going to get caught. You guys had just hooked up and were gone from that point. And I was like, yeah, this is going to be a race of teammates. And I knew y'all would race each other clean. Autumn tried to make that move coming to the line, but you were able to defend it, and you made your move exactly where I thought you would come out of 4, and Autumn went with you. So I knew that was pretty much that was going to leave Alex Hill in a very weird position. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you for doing the broadcast. Thank Jeff for putting this thing on, man. Wonderful cause that he's doing it for. I'd like to thank Jimmy and his family, everybody that tuned in and watched us. I wish we could have put on a little bit better show for him, but got a little better at the end for sure.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good win tonight, though, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. I'd like to thank them teammates too. Appreciate it.
Yeah. As I with Kenneth McCullough Jr., the race winner. Luckily, I did not drag myself into the room that time. Who would have guessed? Good job, me. But I will go over the finish order here. Kenneth McCullough Jr. first, Autumn Koger second, third, Alex Hill, fourth, Rich Matthews, fifth, Maverick Davis, sixth, Jonathan Langham, seventh, Ambrose Knebel, eighth, Keith Miller, ninth, Perry Vance, 10th, Eddie Hawks, 10th, Eddie Hawks, 11th, Michael Thomas, 14th, Quentin Nuttall, 13th, Denny Bozzella. Hopefully I'm not butchering y'all's last names. 14th, Peyton Aldridge. 15th, Eric Seller. 16th, Travis Burton. 17th, Michael Peters. 18th, John Mullahan. 19th, Mark Vondell. 20th, Joshua J.D. Miller. Go down the board here so you can see these drivers. Currently, I need to switch when I need to. Nope, clicking the wrong button. I'll leave off on. Okay, 21st, Larry McDonald. 22nd, Jason Kraft. 23rd, Ron Morris Jr. 24th, Danny Eshelman. 25th, Ivan Deschamps. 26th, Michael O'Donnell. 27th, Salvador Lonzo. 28th, Stephen Denmark. 29th, Nolan Dawson. 30th, Ron Blackwell. 31st, Tanner Sims. 32nd, Jeremy Osborne. 33rd, William H. Scott Jr. 34th, Richie Hegler. 35th, Mario Colonia. Hopefully I said your last name right. 35th. 36th, Dylan Calabero, hopefully. 37th, Michael Mitch Ham. That's the drivers for tonight's race. I didn't even show you all these back guys down here, so I will actually give these guys time on the screen. Forgot to change it there, but that was the finishing order of the race. Definitely a long race for that. Ah, dang it. I wish Kobin was awake for half that. Luckily, it'll be on YouTube if he does want to go back and watch it. I believe those wrecks probably put him to sleep. He'll have some time where he's being able to rest, though, which will be definitely good for him. But, if you all will donate to the GoFundMe in the description or in the chat, all proceeds go towards the family. Going through a lot they'll have to cover. It'll help cover costs that they have right now and costs that will be in the foreseeable future. Kobin's been fighting this for a long time. Someone who's 17 years old, 2 years younger than me, should not be having to go through what he has at all. And I can't even relate to what he's having. I mean, 2 years ago, I was a high school senior, and he might not even get to have his graduation. And that's one big thing in people's lives that he may miss out on. Hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he can walk or do whatever he can on that stage, get his diploma at least, because, he's 17 years old, 2 years younger than me, like I said. And that's just, people like, as young as he is, they should not be going through this at all. And it's just something that, it's the world we live in. Sadly, there's sometimes something you can do, sometimes you can't. But this cancer stuff, it relies on the grace of the people more than anything, of giving when somebody is in need. That's what humanity should do. Even if somebody isn't in need, if you see somebody in help, even if they don't ask for it, go out there and help them. Because I guarantee you, even as bad as Kobin is, I don't know him personally, I guarantee you he'd probably still try to help you in the shape that he is in. So, hopefully you all will find the time to donate, even if it is just little. I know they will greatly appreciate it. But not a bad race overall. Don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. May not be made. Maybe. If not, I get to do some other races of my own. But hopefully y'all enjoyed. If you are not subscribed to Ghost Racing Network, please go do that. And follow us on Facebook on Ghost Racing Network. Pretty much the same thing. I stream as often as I can. But I will give you a final message from Kobin's mom, and I will let you all go.
Hi, everybody. I'm Callie. This is Kobin.
Hi.
We're here to say thank you for all of your support today and your love throughout this horrible journey Kobin's been on.
Thank you for all your support through the iRacing community. It's been glorious how much you could help us.
Thank you all.